sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy. The OG on the marquee, J-Bird. And the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
No, that's us.
Hey, Jay, we have a show.
Yeah. Oh, hey, all right. I'm just so used to it.
It's okay. Everybody, welcome to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on AM 1170. We're rocking out, waiting for the bombs to show up. Not sure about the Stat Cat today either, but either way, you got Jay and T-Roy in the house. We're going to have some fun. We got some MLB talk for you.
We know
got some scheduling for the NFL we can go through.
Thursday night was the release, and I wrote something up yesterday. You can go to ESPN1170am.com and see the schedule release from, not everyone goes out of their way to make videos, but the schedule release from the Bears, the Packers, and the Vikings. Then I added some of my favorites that were out there that were really good. And then NFL had the rookies do a nice little thing there too. So you can see the schedule release and see the effort that they put into
Did the Cowboys do Busted Nose?
No, they didn't. Actually,
are you sure it wasn't?
Yeah, I'm going to have to pull it up during our first break, go to Twitter and find the Cowboys. I didn't even see it. It wasn't in... Yeah, it's not one that was trending in any way. A lot of the themes were the same. A lot of in the house. We're in the house type of thing. What are we going to do? We're not in the house. You know,
like the Mary Jane girls in my house.
I wish in my house, but no. So there was a lot of that in each one of them. So in the second hour, we'll look at the schedules. We'll talk to Jake from Elite Sportsbook, and then we'll kind of get an early guess of maybe... if we look at some of the records, the over-unders, when we look at the schedules.
Look at that. Look at the head on this girl.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Bomber.
How are you?
Doing well.
The hair's looking lovely again.
Thanks. A little refresher this morning.
A little refresher.
A little dry shampoo.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. That stuff works.
Right.
From what I hear.
Also, we need to say congratulations to Davenport's own Seth Rollins. There was a big announcement last night on Raw. I wrote something again on ESPN 1170 AM this morning.
What was the announcement?
His fiancée, Becky Lynch, is pregnant.
Aww.
And they found out last month. She was been held out of competition, and she was supposed to be in some type of match at last Sunday's Money in the Bank, but she didn't wrestle. And, it wasn't very cryptic what she said, but she said, I'm not injured, because people like to speculate about these things in the dirt sheets. She said, I'm not injured.
Dirt sheets.
Listen to me drop things.
Dirty sheets? What?
Said Raw can't come soon enough, and so
Speaking of dirty sheets,
she's the first.
I got a story for you.
She's the first WWE champion to ever relinquish the title because they're pregnant. So, in history.
Way to go, Seth. real Jerry move, Seth.
Congratulations to them. But yeah, Bomber, your videos you made, you're making fake masks.
Well, I'm making my...
You're pissing people off is what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely, but I have a tendency to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They're DIY masks. Everybody else is making their own out of fabric, which are 100% ineffective. Why can't I make one out of a Cheeto bag?
Mm-hmm.
I like your idea. Cheeto bag. It smells like Cheetos.
It's delicious. A little cheese dust.
You leave the dust in
That's got to stink. You can't handle that for more than 30 seconds.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I did. I've set some people off.
See, I want mine in a Dorito bag.
No.
You can use anything. You can use Fritos. You can use Cheetos.
I like all these things, but after a while, you're like, I can't just keep smelling
this. That's it, Bert. Mount Rushmore potato. No. Yes, Mount Rushmore, then we'll do starting 5 of chips. Snack chips.
Snack chips.
The funniest part of the whole thing is nobody even looked at me side-eyed. And nobody even was completely normal.
I mean, Doritos is on the Mount Rushmore.
Walk through a store with a Cheeto bag on your face.
Doritos is definitely on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, but you know what? It's got to be Cool Ranch.
No, it does not.
It's not.
I would take a regular over any other type of Dorito.
Cooper calls them blue.
It's nacho. Yeah, blue Doritos, but it's nacho Doritos.
The blue Doritos.
I would, even though I don't like them, Cheetos.
I love Cheetos.
I don't like them personally, but really? I know they have to go on there because the world loves Cheetos.
Yeah.
the blue Doritos. That's how you know you're at a little league ball place when you order Gatorade and ask what color.
See, and now's where we're gonna have to get like a consensus here, because if it's me, it's Pringles and it's Fritos.
You can't make a mask out of Pringle can.
I know you can't, but I'm just saying we're doing.
Oh, you could. Ooh, I'm coming up with ideas already.
See, I love me a Pringle and I love me a Frito.
Mm-hmm.
But what else is out there? There's some good stuff out there. Sunchips.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
They don't make it.
What about good old-fashioned
Ruffles?
Ruffles.
Come on, man. Little chips and dip.
I'll give you Ruffles.
With some French onion
I mean,
dip? Oh.
yeah. I mean, unless you want to go flavoring, that's the only thing. Like,
Well, we're gonna. Yeah. Well, listen. I think you go with like the OGs.
yeah, I
The
agree with
ones
that.
that started.
I
Like
want
Doritos
that.
Nacho was the OG.
Yeah.
Ranch came along later.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
That's like a little brother.
Hot Cheetos, flaming hot.
Did Cheetos come first, or did the cheese puffs?
Cheetos did.
Cheese balls, I think, came first.
Cheesy poof.
That I remember those planters cans.
See, it was Cheetos first, and then when the puffs came along, those are like, to me, those were Walmart Cheetos.
Man, I don't like those either. Those leave too much orange on your
Yeah.
fingers. Not the
They're
Cheetos.
saying
you
there's
got
an
Ruffles.
echo. There's an echo.
Okay.
That's probably.
Oh, that's on the audio there.
Yeah, I messed one up.
Thank
It's okay.
you, Erickson.
So,
What about?
See,
so I do I
I'm
get my
going with-
Frito or to get my Pringle?
Funyuns, there you go, Jason. Nice call.
That's not.
it's good. It's a good call. It's just
We're
not
gonna need a
universally
2 out of 3
loved.
vote in this room for it to go on the thing.
Are we doing a mask making company?
No, no. It's just if you
that's
put on
just
the Mount
Mount
Rushmore.
Rushmore, so we get 4.
Okay.
Fritos gets to go, but I again, like you said, if we're going with the OG, if I'm picking a Frito, it's gonna be chili cheese Fritos.
Yes.
Yeah, but
No comparison.
But the Frito itself
I'm with you. I agree with that. Yeah,
is like the Frito itself can go into chili.
Pringles are solid pick.
That's
though.
why they made chili cheese
Make
Fritos.
that our top five.
The Frito itself can go on a bologna and cheese sandwich. Crunched
Ruffles
up.
on a bologna and
You
cheese
do
sandwich
that.
is the
You take that
best.
4 and you add Pringles. You have your starting 5. Doritos,
So
Doritos,
you're saying you put the Frito in there,
and
does
the Pringles, and then you have your
and
dream
if
team
you
starting
add
5.
the Pringles, you have your dream team starting 5.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
your,
you're right.
That's your small forward at Pringles
I
right
think you
there.
did it.
They can slash
I
through.
think your Pringles is your center because of the height of the
That's
box,
very good.
the
I was
package.
all right. Then, well, Doritos have to be your power forward then, right?
Well,
They come in
Doritos
bold.
Doritos is Jordan,
Okay.
Pringles.
and then Cheetos is Magic.
Pringles is Shaq.
Fritos gets everything done. Like literally, like Fritos is like your Dennis Rodman, your power forward that's doing
Okay.
all the hard work. Yeah, and then your Ruffles is your small forward.
All right.
I love it. Yeah, there you go. Center, power forward,
The things we come up with,
small
guys.
forward,
things we come
shooting
up
guard,
with.
point guard.
On a Tuesday.
On
I
a
said Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They wanted no
Tuesday.
part of it, Andy. Flamin' Hot's my fave.
No, it's not that I
there, yeah.
don't. It's just we're going to like we're Mount Rushmore in it,
Yeah.
and when you Mount Rushmore, you get it's
Yeah,
OG.
you-
It's kind of OG first.
It's the classics.
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
that first. That's what's
I gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, I love when they started doing all the flavors. The flavors are what gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I did try pizza flavored Pringles. Niggy.
No,
Never.
I'm
No,
with you.
save
I'm
yourself.
salt and vinegar.
I do love me some sea salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. I
Jimmy
do
John's
too.
has the best salt and vinegar chips ever.
And then the Pringles sour cream and onion.
That's solid.
I just love the way the Pringles stack, and you just.
I like the cheddar, and then you get one that's just powder. Just
See, if I'm going flavored
Tons of
Ruffles,
powder
then
on
I'm
it.
going cheddar cheese and sour cream.
yeah.
If I'm going Lay's, I'd like the French onion, or whatever
like
it is,
original.
the sour cream and onion.
That's
Yeah.
Lyric's favorite.
That's for Lay's.
I like Ruffles.
I
do
go
me
all
some-
over the
Yeah, I
place,
like the
man.
ridges.
I'm all over.
Ruffles have ridges.
I'm all over.
I do have ridges.
They do. Delicious.
So
I-
do condoms.
No, yeah, oh.
Where's
Ding.
do.
the bells over there?
Ding.
Yesterday, the big news, which is really like no surprise if you listen to the show here, we told you that they were probably going to announce it last week. MLB owners agreed to a restart plan. Manfred has turned it over to the MLBPA. The details, like we talked about, will be an 82-game regional schedule and a universal DH. When I say regional, you will play within your division, and then you would play your divisional rival to keep travel. So, like, AL Central would play within, and then you do it'd be crossover NL Central only, which I'm trying to do the math, and during the break I will, because I don't know if that works out the way I'm thinking it should work out. Doesn't mean I'm right, but
So they're saying the AL East will only play AL East teams
Yep.
plus NL East teams.
there you go.
All right, let's just break that one down right quick. You
No. We'll break that down after our first break. I want to talk to you more about this entire thing because we got a lot to look at here. All right. Like I said, universal DH. 30-man active roster with a 20-player taxi squad, so they'd be allowed to carry a 50-man roster to help deal with condensed schedule and limit injury risk. 14 teams in the postseason with games played in home cities in October. Meaning what they're trying to do is they want as many games they can in their home fields. They don't want to have to travel. MLB is looking at expanded postseason. That would include 7 teams per league. The league, so that would be 4 wild cards. The league still wants the postseason to take place in October, just in case there's another coronavirus wave in the fall. Last time I checked, October falls in the fall. It is under the, and if September 21st or 22nd or 23rd is the first day of fall, that means all of October is in the fall. You can't just...
He was a teacher,
Seasonal umbrella.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
Here's where it's going to get a little weird.
Oh, weird's my favorite.
50-50 revenue split for players and owners. We haven't even gotten into what the players
they went
are saying.
50-50?
Oh, boy. And let me tell you why this is wrong. Why it's not going to work. Why it is not
the players
going
were going to be happy with 48.
No. The players, they do not do a 50 revenue split or anything like that. They don't. The players don't want, because they're trying to the owners are trying to seek pay reductions. They're saying, forget the prorated we decided on in March. Let's just you and I, the players and us, let's split 50-50. We want to reduce your salaries down even more. The players are saying, no. Back in March, we signed an agreement with you. It was a contract that said, we're going to prorate our salaries. So we'll do it based on the number of games. So basically, 82 games is just over half a year's salary, right? It's over half the season. 162 games makes 81. Half of that's 81.
Sure.
The owners are saying, whoa, we're not going to have any fans. We are hemorrhaging money. We want to just do a revenue split, right?
Okay.
We want you to reduce your salaries even more, but we'll give you a revenue split, which actually could be beneficial because think how much TV rights and everything else are going to be out there. But, so the players went back and are going to say, listen, you signed this agreement in March. We all went through it, and you signed it, we signed it. We explicitly said that we want it prorated, and it will be based on number of games. They signed off on it. There is, at the very beginning of this contract, this is where this whole thing that was signed in March is going to get weird. Again, there's that word. At the beginning, this thing that Jeff Passan from ESPN called, it's a poison pill. And it says, all of this is null and void if there are no fans in the stand.
Ooh.
Now, the owners are going to point to this and say, that agreement in March doesn't count.
No
we didn't
way.
have fans in the stand. The players are going to turn around and use the verbiage that I said, explicit, and say, like, no, we explicitly wanted this. If you wanted it to be all about whether the fans are there, you should have made it more explicit. It's going to come down to how you translate it, who signed it. It's the verbiage. I don't know what's going to happen. Because this points more to revenue sharing, points more to salary cap, and the players do not want a salary cap.
Do you know what it points to? Do you really want me to break it down for you?
You do it your way, and I'm going to do it my way. Go.
All right, I'll break it down for you. What league have we had the most problems with over the last 30 years?
Baseball.
Thank you. Between the owners and the players, they can never come to an agreement. Mm-hmm. And us as fans are the ones that pay the price.
I was just going to say they're going to go on strike again.
Seriously.
If they don't get their way.
Us as fans are the ones that pay the price.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, NFL's had a couple work stoppages in my lifetime, but they were always very short. Whatever else. I mean, baseball's had the most problems in my entire life. Constantly.
Yep.
It's true.
And every league's had it, but I'm telling you, of them all, the biggest problem is baseball. Mm-hmm. And once again, we're in the middle of a crisis, if you will. We all get it. Mm-hmm. None of this comes to fruition, or whatever you want, whatever word, I can't even talk. Mm-hmm. None of this happens if the Chinese government doesn't release a COVID virus. Okay, let's just go back to that. So now these ding-dongs are arguing over a bunch of verbiage. Mm-hmm. And we're the ones who, in the end, we're the ones that have to pay.
Well, we're always the ones that have to pay in
don't play the damn season. I could care less. At this point, I could care less. So that's my thought. Everybody else, you can have your own opinion.
But the thing is that once you agree to this, then the owners say, like, well, look how it worked before. Let's do this revenue sharing. Let's have a salary cap. Let's do this and that. Look how it worked before.
Well, baseball doesn't want a salary cap. Players don't want a salary cap.
They do not want a salary cap. So that's what they're trying to say.
But at the end of the day, let's all think about this logically.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, they have to have a salary cap.
Yeah. There's going to be a ceiling somewhere.
Jay,
yes.
You can't.
What I'm worried about is how we are making a new normal. How's that? Not the new normal of how lifestyle is it is a matter of, you said this before the air. Heller said, the owner of the River Bandits said, if we don't have fans in the stands, we're not going to survive. That's how we make our money, and it's true. We're not going to survive. Well, Major League Baseball, I'll be the first to tell you, doesn't care. They wanted to contract 42 teams in minor league baseball anyway. So if you just say we financially can't do it anymore, then they're just going to go, see, Major League Baseball, hey, it's not, they don't care. Like,
they don't have to care.
And then they can go, oh, it's all part of the plan anyway. Just like I keep telling you that I think it's all NBA wanted to switch it as well. The other thing so now there's all these other things. It is about health and how they're going to address this. I mean, they're going to be testing a lot, taking temperatures, everything else. What happens if someone does get the COVID? Do they shut down? Do they shut down the league? What are they going to do? Do they quarantine only that player and then the rest of the team still gets to play? These are the health concerns are also there, you know.
Well, I mean, let's just go back to olden times. You know, they didn't just let the leper run around. The rest of us quarantine. They quarantined the leper.
Yeah, you don't quarantine healthy people. You let them live, and then you quarantine the sick.
They're going to have to come up with to address this, and that more than likely they're not going to do what the
if the
KBO
leper
is
has
doing.
the disease, you keep the leper away from healthy people. It's usually how it works.
And you keep testing.
And you keep testing the healthy people.
Yeah, but and I don't want to play the ifs and buts for candy and nuts game. Like, well, what if there's a
We'd all
outbreak
have
of
a Merry Christmas, Leah.
What?
Yeah, ifs and buts and candy and nuts would be Christmas every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to play that game where like, well, what if there was 13 of them? You know, like.
But right now the testing is so ineffective that I hope that it isn't by then, because that's just going to throw everything off.
Why do you think the testing is ineffective?
They've come out many times saying that the testing isn't effective. They have false positives. They've got everything's
Well, they have
going
false
on.
positives when it comes to pregnancy tests too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, what do you do?
But this is a little
I mean,
different.
I get it.
Did you see the
one
African?
takes a life, one gives a life.
The president, I believe, of Nambia, he tested a pomegranate and a goat, and he said that they were humans, and he gave them a persona and a fake name and a birth date and everything, and sent it back, and they both tested positive for COVID.
Huh?
The goat had COVID?
The goat had COVID, and the pomegranate had COVID as well. He did that. He did it. He goes, something's amiss here. He doesn't trust the whole hype, so he did this on purpose and sent them in for results, and they both tested positive. And he said, his exact quote was, "Something is happening."
It's interesting.
Yeah, I believe it was the president of Nambia. You can look it up
I'm not going to look it up, but I'll take your word
later.
for it.
I mean, in your own time,
Yeah, and that's going to be the big thing. The other problem, with minor league baseball, is the Major League Baseball draft. There won't be players to field these teams because there's just 5 rounds this year. It's the smallest draft in league history.
Well, I mean,
It's gone from 40 rounds to 5, which means there'll be 150 amateurs selected instead of 1,200. Let me give you a breakdown of that. Of the 1,410 players who played at least one Major League Baseball game last year, 1,046 of them entered the league via the draft. So that's 74% of the people that played at least one game. And 46% of that 74 of those players were selected after the 5th round.
Ooh, that's a big
Well,
chunk.
here's the problem.
Uh-huh.
Like we were talking off air. The owner of the River Bandits, Heller, was saying, their business model doesn't operate without fans in the stands.
Right.
Can't do it. So we're getting to the point where these things are going to be forced out of business.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just nothing. It won't
Absolutely.
even be baseball. Won't even have to say let's contract. What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
They're done. I think we're back to seeing maybe the rise of some independent baseball leagues.
Oh, can we do it like
Some
that one?
regional, like back in the olden days when there was traveling professional ball teams, not
Mm-hmm.
A league
not
of
the
their
Major
own.
League Baseball, but independent leagues. and then, maybe it's the Midwest Independent League, and you have owners, and then they get their own players.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope Gina Davis is on my team.
Well, if it's a female team, sure, I'd take Gina Davis. She might be a little older these days.
She's still got skills.
Okay. I'd take Leah Bomber on my team.
Yeah.
But, But you see what I mean? Is that, are we to that point?
Well,
Because if they're contracting all this minor league stuff, where are they going to get their dudes from? Straight out of college? I mean, you already have leagues down in Central America and that.
That's
the winter leagues.
The undrafted players, but their bonuses are cut significantly. They're undrafted player
maybe
bonuses.
we got a situation where we got a Moonlight Graham coming to the Quad Cities, play a little ball, Jay.
Maybe.
Alicia sure likes some blue hats, Jay.
That's right. Some notable players that are selected after the 5th round. 76, Wade Boggs in the 7th round. 2009 in the 8th round, Paul Goldschmidt. 1981, 2010, both in the 9th round, Fred McGriff, Jacob deGrom. 1989, 11th round, Trevor Hoffman. 1965, 12th round, Nolan Ryan. 1999 in the 13th round, Albert Pujols. 1982 in the 15th round, Jose Canseco. 1988 in the 17th round, Kenny Lofton. 1979 in the 17th round, Oral Hershiser. 1979 in the 19th round, Don Mattingly. 1978 in the 20th round, Ryan Sandberg. In 1985, in the 22nd round, John Smoltz, all Hall of Famers, right? Except for Albert Pujols, who's still playing, and Jose Canseco. Lofton's not there. I guess I would jump the ground there. But Smoltz, Sandberg, Manley's not in. Hershiser's in, right? Nolan Ryan's in. He's not?
Hershiser's not.
Oh, and I jumped the
He
gun
holds a
on that.
record. But.
Yeah. But still, some notable names there. When we come back, let's break down the league and see how we think this might play out. Those, and then we'll have a phone call at 12:35 from Jake from Elite Sportsbook, and then second hour we get a look at the schedules and get an early over/under. What do we think it's going to look like?
Okay, babies.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me tell you about Bayside Bistro in the village of East Davenport. Bayside Bistro is not your ordinary sandwich shop. You won't find deli meat on their menu. They use fresh ingredients, and orders are made to order from scratch. From paninis like the Bayside Po' Boy to the roasted beet and green bean salad, Bayside Bistro has an incredible menu that specializes in deliciousness. And don't forget about their smoothies and fresh juices that they make and their incredible dinner entrees. Don't take our word for it, though. Go check out their Facebook page and read the over 500 recommendations from guests. Stop by Bayside Bistro today at 1105 Christie Street in the East Village of Davenport.
This is Coach A.C. Earl. Don't hassle us, we're local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah! You like that? You like that?
We will get our momentum back. Our businesses back, our smiles back, ourselves back. Because that's what this community does. At First Midwest Bank, we want to thank our colleagues for doing everything they can to help our clients and our communities get through this. Because we are all in this together. And together, we will get our momentum back. First Midwest Bank. Visit firstmidwest.com. Member FDIC.
The Will Kane Show.
Pippen may have been one of the best players in NBA history, but he played under one of the worst contracts in sports memory. Scottie Pippen was Michael Jordan's wingman. He was his Robin. Pippen is underappreciated. Michael Jordan said, every time my name comes up, Scottie Pippen's should come up. Pippen signed an extension with the Chicago Bulls. He signed a 7-year deal that essentially paid him a little over $2 million a year. 7-year, $18 million deal. And it became one of the worst contracts in the NBA. Pippen was the 122nd highest paid player in the league, the 6th highest paid player on the Bulls, and it ate at Scottie. It bothered him.
The Will Kane Show, 2 till 5 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Renewal by Anderson.
In these challenging times, the security and safety of your home is more important than ever. And Renewal by Anderson is open and here to help you. Whether your windows and doors need to be replaced due to age, or your window and door needs are related to safety, security, or damage, we are here for you. We're offering virtual appointments, safe distance consultations, and more. Renewal by Andersen is practicing CDC guidelines to keep your family safe. Plus, we're offering flexible financing options catered to your needs during these uncertain times. No money down, no payments, no interest for 24 months. That's 2 full years. Right now, buy 2 windows or doors and get one 60% off. Text Zoom to 96714 for more information. That's Zoom to 96714, and remember, we're here to help.
Renewal by Anderson. We love our new windows.
Car old? Need it sold? Get rid of that old car and do a good deed at the same time. It's the Arrowhead Ranch Annual Auto Auction coming soon to Coal Valley. That's right, it's back. Donate your car, truck, SUV, or motorcycle, and if you live within 40 miles of Coal Valley, they will even pick it up, even if it doesn't run. All donations are tax deductible. Call 309-799-7044 or visit them online at arrowheadyouth.org. Car old? Need it sold? Arrowhead Ranch Annual Auto Auction. Stay tuned for an auction date in Coal Valley.
Sports and beer. Enjoy both at lunch. Don't hassle us. We're local, noon to 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, back here in the Hassle Castle. Jay, T-Roy, and the Bomb Diggity. All in the house, having a lot of fun. And we're going to talk some Major League Baseball there, ladies and gents.
If it happens that they're hoping to do spring break 2.0 in June and come back in July, they're going to try to get an 82-game schedule in. And you would a universal DH to not tire out the pitchers.
I love the universal DH.
I do too. I'm telling you. What did you just say that Congress has? Never let what?
Never let another crisis go to waste.
Oh, yeah.
Disaster.
That's going to happen. I'm telling you, they're going to be like, oh, look how much fun it was.
I'm all about the universal DH. I'm sorry.
So get used to that. Going to happen from here on out. All right. So the teams would play against opponents within their division, and in the opposite leagues coinciding region: ALS, NL East, AL Central, NL Central, AOS, NOS. Probably here's what I'm thinking: you would play 13 games against your divisional rival. That gives you 52 games.
13 games.
That leaves 30 games. That's 2 3-game series against each one in the opposite. That's pretty much it, don't you think?
It's going to go so fast.
So you're saying between your 4 divisional opponents, you play 52 games?
Yeah, or I guess we can change it down to just 3-game series. We can do it 12 and then see how the math works from there.
So 4 3-game series?
Yeah, well...
So that's 12. 12 times 4 would be 48 games. Okay. And then you're adding another 6 times 5.
It doesn't.
You're adding another 30. So
it doesn't work. It works with playing 13 games within your division.
Okay.
It works that way.
Well, how many games are you trying to get to? I guess
82. Oh. I'm trying to see how.
I got to 78.
But I think the only way you're doing this is you have to play the other division the equal amount of times. I think you have to play everybody equally the same amount of times. Because there's no traveling.
What if you play everybody a 7-game series? So then that's...
Your division should be more games.
That's what's 7 times 9?
63.
Okay.
Your division should be more games.
Okay.
That's how you can weigh out, as long as everybody...
Well, all right, let's just play... All right, so there's 35 games on the other division. Let's say, all right, just
go ahead.
You do a 7-game series against your cross team of division. Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So your AOS plays a 7-game series against everybody in LS. So there's 35 games. All right, and then they do... You'd have to do a 12-game series. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would give you... No.
Hold on.
No, a 12-game series.
You're leaving. It's 47. 12. No, you get 47
still, what's
divided
35?
by 5 doesn't work.
What's 48 plus 35? That works.
Mm-hmm.
That gets you your 82.
Get you to 83.
Well, there you go. That's what you wanted to be at least 82. That gets you to 83.
Well, I'm not the one making the schedule. I'm saying that
I am.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you are. That's great. But they say if this is what they're handed to them was an 82 regional game schedule, we have to figure out my thing is what makes the most sense. And the most sense is 13 games within your division. You play each team 13 times in your division. That gets 52. That leads 2 3-game series, home and away, with the other ones.
Okay.
Mine makes sense, mathematically.
I guess where he's coming from. He's so smart.
I'm not smart. You're the one that's better with numbers. I'm just trying to, because I'm trying to figure that out, and
Well,
I wanted to come up with something.
You got 13 times 4 is 52?
Mm-hmm.
I think your math's wrong. I think it's 42.
No,
you're right.
No,
You're right.
no, it's 13 games each or whatever else.
14 times 3 is 42.
Yeah. So now take a look at what you have written in front of you. Where would you rather be sitting?
What division?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you got to play. You're only playing your division and then your cross division.
All right, I'm gonna circle the teams that I think are the best.
That are in the best shape. Okay, let's. If we do this preseason favorites of each one.
I'm just doing preseason favorites that I think the teams that are really going to be good this season. I really, to be honest, Jay, I would say your Minnesota is your team to beat in the AL Central, and the Cubs just didn't do enough, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm a Cubs fan. The Cubs just didn't do enough in the offseason. I got to go here. Those are your odds-on favorites, I'm guessing. So and I could be way off, but I think you're going to have problems in Houston.
Not without fans.
Okay, well, either way.
Dear COVID, thank you. Sign the Houston Astros. Not without fans.
I still think the Oakland A's win that division this year. This is my thoughts.
I said place money on the Oakland A's.
Okay,
but take away that element, that constant booing.
But the one seed in both divisions are the Dodgers and Yankees. Okay, in either division, I think the Dodgers and the Yankees have the greatest chance to.
And I would say that
both
beforehand.
Loaded up, hands down, great. The 2 seeds are going to be probably Minnesota and Atlanta, and then the 3 seeds would be St. Louis and Oakland.
And then you get 4. Now we don't know what they're doing after that.
Now everything else, I don't.
4 more teams get to make the playoffs.
That's fine. None of them have a chance.
Like I just don't know if it's going to be.
Those are your 6 teams that have a chance to win the World Series. I'm sorry. Period.
I'm going for Atlanta.
Atlanta is solid, Jay.
My
really
Cubbies
solid.
will make it. It's got to be Atlanta.
Like Washington got a little bit older, lost a little bit.
Yeah, they lost a little bit. Anthony Rendon left to the Angels.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to be realistic. Philly's an outsider looking in. Milwaukee outsider looking in. Cincinnati's going to be up this year. I don't see anybody in the NL West being good. Houston would be the only one if they just got gritty for some reason, but the White Sox are a question mark.
But real quick, would you not agree, before Jake calls in, would you not agree if you power ranked the divisions and the cross division, it would go AL East, Central, West. AL East and NL East being number 1, the hardest one to come out of, right?
Yeah.
The hardest schedule, yeah.
This the hardest schedule?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good, pretty good, bad, or pretty good. Pretty good. Good. Yeah, okay.
Maybe it's the Central.
I would
the White Sox are supposed to have a good year. Cleveland always competes. Detroit,
I would say
KC,
this is the toughest division.
So the Central,
I'd say
out of the
Central.
2, the AL and NL are the toughest. Then it goes East.
Colorado's terrible.
No,
Arizona.
I don't want to hear about the West. Like I just don't.
The West is not good.
I don't. I like the
Angels,
argument.
The Angels. Let's see. Angels are a huge question mark. We'll see.
Yeah, well, good. They can be a wild card. I'm just saying.
But the rest of the division, the problem is Angels question mark, Houston question mark. Other than that,
no, Houston's
Seattle
gonna make
and the
the
Rangers
playoffs.
are nothing. Colorado, no. This
You
is
said
definitely
Houston is going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, wild card.
Those are your divisions.
Yeah. Here's what's going to happen. You get, let's see, Oakland, Houston, and Angels make the playoffs. So there's 3 right there with Oakland winning it. So 2 wild cards. So you got to have 2 from everywhere else. I would love to say the White Sox.
I love my wife.
And then maybe the Tampa Bay Rays just because they find a way. But I can't tell you why. But the Tampa Bay Rays always seem to find a way.
Yeah.
AL West is going to get 2 in the playoffs. As far as the NL goes, Atlanta, Philly's making it. Maybe Washington. Nobody else is making out of the West. So I'll give you, as your wild card, Philly, Washington, Cubs, and Milwaukee.
Ooh.
That's what I would think right now.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly. And who did you have in over here for a wild card?
Tampa Bay Rays, but I don't have any reason why. They just always seem to do it to be in the hunt. I have the White Sox.
I think the
in
White
Cleveland.
Sox.
But I like Cleveland. Hold on, we just put a pin in that grenade, all right?
Okay.
We're gonna talk to Jake.
Hi, Jake.
Hey, is it Jay?
Yeah, Jake, Troy, Bomber, you got us all, bud.
Hey,
come on, guys.
How are you?
Oh, living the quarantine dream.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Hey, Jake, what are you wearing?
My favorite pair of khakis.
Yes.
That a boy.
Some days I just dream that Jake's in a pair of underwear.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Don't say that. All right. So the NFL schedule just got released last week.
Yes, it did.
And are we gonna starting to see over/under soon?
Actually, week 1 is posted now live on the site.
We can't look at week 1 because we guessed the lines. You know that, Jake. We can't. I can't click on it as much as I want to. We have to come back to it at some point, and we do our best to not look at this stuff, even though like some things get leaked into our brains. But luckily enough, we're dumb enough that we drink those memories away.
Hey.
So,
do you trust the rest of those guys not to look?
Oh, I trust T-Roy. We've been doing this long. We've been doing this long enough that
I quit Twitter.
Yeah, we've been doing this long enough that he knows that even that kickoff's going to be so far away that there's no need to look at him right now.
I just stare at pictures of Bomber all day when I get home.
And I'm sure.
I send him those pictures.
You can give us. I don't want any hints, but have you looked at the lines and seen anything that stands out? Like maybe it's because of there will be no home field advantage type of thing.
I mean, there's a lot of it's. I don't want to give too much away here, but there's quite a few lines that are within 1 touchdown, and then some that are pretty even coming into the season. So I think with all the shifting going around, there's a few unknowns still.
Okay.
So especially like there's some big home field advantage games here, but the odds and risk teams have them pretty close. So I don't know if that's in speculation of no fans.
Mm-hmm.
Or how that's going to play out. But yeah, a lot of them are a lot closer than they have been. Nothing much more over, but I don't want to say anything else.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
But so everyone can go to elitesportsbook.com and they can take a look at those and also look at odds to win the championship, the NFC championship, the AFC championship, percentage, the odds to win to make it to the playoffs. And then you can do your over/under regular season wins to win the division and whatnot. But you got to get that risk team working on the. Well, I guess you can't really do over/under wins yet if they have an okay to 82 game schedule. So, yeah, I guess that would be a little foolish of me to ask them to do that. But I guess I just got excited because
regular season wins.
Well, yeah, for MLB, for Major League Baseball, but they haven't okayed anything yet, so you really can't come up with an over/under number right now, or the odds to win because you don't know how it's all going to work out this season. How was the weekend with the UFC?
It was great, actually. So the site now we've got international soccer, UFC, international baseball, table tennis, some football futures, things like that. So. We're seeing a lot more action on the site than we've seen in a very long time, since March. So we had a good take and a lot of action on the fight. A lot of people are happy, very entertaining. So we're just happy that sports are back in our lives. Excited for, even that's not as big of a main card tomorrow, but, some more UFC action. And believe it or not, one of our biggest money that we're seeing come through is on table tennis.
Really?
Yeah, the Moscow Liga Pro.
Yeah, I see that.
Can't even find a website. It's really popular. So
there's all right. So as of today, there are 3 matches on at 1:00, 3 at 1:30 that you can bet on. Then there's 3 at 3:00 and 3 at 3:30. 4:00 has 3. 4. Man, you guys got a lineup here.
That's all table tennis.
Yeah.
It's all table tennis.
Get me on that
I mean,
site.
every day that table tennis is played, there's like at least 10 plus matches. So.
Jones in
Yeah.
there.
This is interesting. There's a guy on here that I can't pronounce the name. He's minus 275 favorite.
There's probably a lot of guys on there you can't pronounce.
Yeah,
their name.
he just pretty much all of them.
Almost every guy.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what we could parlay that with. Oh, there's a guy that's minus 700.
I'll take long duck dong.
Yes. I'll text your girlfriend.
This is interesting. Get in there
A
and
lot of people have been parlaying and betting straight up. So it's been really interesting to see some of these new markets develop and interest spike in things that we would never be betting on. Right now, I'm currently getting into Korean baseball. I like that. So.
I don't know if it was true or not, but did the Korean announcer, he said, that one is gone like ex-girlfriend who's never coming home.
That is not true.
And I don't know I think someone plugged that in, but I heard it.
that is
I
not
saw it on
true.
iFunny, Jay, so it's got to be real.
If it's real, we need him on the show. I love him.
So they have, there's 5 games today that you can bet on. Oh, for tomorrow. 5 games tomorrow that you can bet on at theelitesportsbook.com.
Now, how does that work? How does table tennis work? Do they play one round and then winner gets?
Yeah, what's the scoring go to?
Like,
Do your
yeah,
Come on,
research,
Jake.
man.
I want you to be my table tennis expert.
Yeah, I think it's first to 11. I think they play best out of 3.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't quote me on that. I know it's first.
Is
to
it win
11.
by 2, or just fast to 11? No win by 2.
I think it's, I'm not exactly sure on all the details of the rules there. But,
Is there any
that
air
was
hockey
good.
that we can bet on?
I'm looking that
What's
up.
that, air hockey?
Yes.
No, but there
My
should
daughter
be.
is
What about the
killer at that
cornhole
game.
leagues? There have been a lot of cornhole stuff going on.
Cornhole would be a great one.
Leah likes a good cornhole.
Yeah, cornholio.
Okay.
I don't call it cornhole because I'm from Illinois. We call it bags.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. 2 different worlds we live in.
So there's
You're free. I'm not.
Oh.
so May 17th at Darlington 400, you guys have the odds up for NASCAR as well.
Yep, and then there'll be another race on Wednesday of that week as well that we'll have the odds for. So full
Okay.
lineup of races coming out.
All
Then we
right.
have future Indianapolis 500.
Yeah, I saw
but,
that.
Well, unfortunately, the charity golf tournament with Tiger and Brady and everybody does not fall within the Iowa rules of legal sports betting, since the players are not getting paid. It's not technically a professional.
Gotcha.
So we can't bet on that?
No.
We can bet amongst ourselves.
Yes,
though.
we can make our own bets, make
Yes,
our own
we
prop
can.
bets. That's a good
Right.
idea. Yeah, good. Well, that's a really good idea.
Let's do it.
Come
I
up
got
with something
20
to
on it
do.
right now. 20.
Anything else new, buddy?
Well, just kind of starting off there, hoping we'll be getting some news soon on a possible reopen date. But until then, we just encourage people to check out our social media pages as we put more sports live in the site at Elite Sportsbook on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And don't forget that you can get out there and you can bet on Iowa football lines as well. You have all the Iowa all season lines out there that you can go take a look at if you want to do that. So, well, thanks for the table tennis updates and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I want to hear all about your table tennis experience. Next
Yeah.
week.
Can we watch it live anywhere?
I'm sure internet.
I've been searching. Even on YouTube, it kind of comes up a little short, but we've got some international prongs out there looking for some details.
Love
so
it.
I hope we give you an update next Tuesday.
I want
Love
to
it.
see this. See if they get into it like tennis with
All right. Well, thanks, Jake. Thank you so much for your time. We always appreciate talking to you, and we look forward to when you can come in here and hang out with us.
Yeah, for sure. Can't
Thanks,
wait.
Jake.
I'll see you guys soon.
All right.
See you, buddy.
See you guys soon.
Watch them khakis.
All right. That's Jake from Elite
Stay firm.
Sportsbook. I almost said it, too.
Yep.
Elite Sportsbook calling in. I want to
said
remind
it
you guys to
once,
go
that's
check out all that stuff. It's just kind of fun just to navigate through it, too, and kind of get an idea of what it is. Like, that table tennis is nuts that people
Well,
do
here's
it.
the thing with table tennis is you're naturally over 6 feet apart. So why can't we do that
Well,
everywhere?
See?
Well, I'm not
I
saying.
want to see. I want to see LeBron
Come on,
James
Jay.
and Michael Jordan play table tennis.
Yeah, Jay.
They're 6 feet apart. Let's see it.
If they're not getting paid, technically, it can't make it on the Iowa Racing Gaming Association does not say it's okay. Oh, all right. Well, get all frustrated over there. Let's take a quick break, come back, and we'll keep talking about the MLB. Look at that. Just threw that right at you. That's a curveball at you. You didn't see that coming.
Tim Hernandez wants you to focus on new and fun ways to get fit for yourself and your family. ID Life wants you to be healthier, have more energy, get better sleep, and achieve more focus. ID Life is a health and wellness company that is revolutionizing the industry with customized nutrition. The ID Life name stands for individually designed life and was founded on the principle that no two people are alike. So everyone has unique nutritional needs. Tim Hernandez is your guy in the Quad Cities to offer you personalized guidance that is tailored specifically to your health factors and personal goals. Do you have health problems that may be holding you back? The doctors and scientists develop what nutrients you should be taking and what supplements will benefit you the most. Go to qchealth.idlife.com to sign up for an unconditional, no questions asked, 30-day money-back guarantee. Call Tim Hernandez today at 563-508-7221 so he can show you that what makes ID Life different is you.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Tyson Blazer, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 1170 AM.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans and Rocket Mortgage. During these challenging times, our commitment to providing you with the best mortgage experience remains. We understand that hardships may arise, and we're prepared to help. Mortgage rates remain near historic lows. If you think that now is the right time to refinance your mortgage, our home loan experts are available to help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Number 3030.
Have your car battery tested for free at Olderog Tire and Performance. Plus, get an oil change for only $24.95. Up to 5 quarts of semi-synthetic blend oil. Oil filter, 27-point inspection, and they top off all fluids. Or get a full synthetic blend oil change with up to 5 quarts of oil for just $49.95. And right now, check out the AC Recharge Special for $89.95. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5. Olderog Tire and Performance, Rockingham Road, Davenport. Service local, limited time only.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh, do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Sheedy Family Chiropractic is your choice for chiropractic care in the Quad Cities. Chronic problems, joint pain, or recent injury, don't let pain slow you down. Sheedy Family Chiropractic in Davenport can help decrease your pain and improve range of motion, keeping your busy life moving. Same-day appointments available most days for new patients and $20 sports physicals. Call today or visit SheedyChiro.com. That's SHEEDY Chiro.com. Sheedy Family Chiropractic, getting you back to work, play, and life.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Did you see what they just did to Colin Cowherd?
No.
They played a video from a month ago of him saying flatly the Packers should draft a quarterback in the first round to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, that it's the right thing to do, it's the only thing to do. And then they played a video a month later of him saying the Packers are stupid if they draft a quarterback in the first round.
That's sports radio, Dano.
That's sports radio the way that you do it, Stu Gotts. When you see them back to back, the video of him talking, and it's a month apart, and in one he's saying it's the right thing to do, and in the next one he's saying it would be stupid if they do it. You're stealing money.
It's what makes my character so great because no one holds me to anything. I mean, I'm expected to do that. Thank you, Dan.
That's right. You are expected to do that. Thank me later in that big house by putting the dog in another room, please.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
We will get our momentum back. Our business is back, our smiles back, ourselves back. Because that's what this community does. At First Midwest Bank, we want to thank our colleagues for doing everything they can to help our clients and our communities get through this. Because we are all in this together. And together, we will get our momentum back. First Midwest Bank. Visit firstmidwest.com. Member FDIC.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB, Davenport.
All right, everybody out there soliciting haircuts from the Bombs. It's time to knock it off. All right, leave her alone. We're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite Edition. You know it. It's Don't Hassle So Local on AM 1170.
Yes, it is.
Having fun. Jaybird just playing around with his computer. You never know what he's up to.
I'm not doing anything weird like that.
Ooh.
I want to tell everybody, want to remind everyone, or thank Just Doors QC for, jumping on and being a sponsor during these times. And I think it's fantastic. They specialize in interior and exterior millwork, doors, trims, baseboards, crown molding, etc. Whether you need to replace a front door or a closet door, Just Doors is the right call. Although they are experts in door replacement, their main business is also flipping houses. Their technicians are highly skilled and trained. Contact them for a free quote. Call 309-657-8541. Ask for Paul. Tell him QC Hassle sent you.
Have you seen his work truck, by the way?
No.
Is it awesome?
Coolest work truck in the world.
Really?
Is it doors?
Dude,
All
it's
doors?
an old ambulance.
Oh, that's cool. Like the Ghostbusters thing?
No, but bigger. Like the bigger ones. Like the EMT ambulances.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a paddy wagon?
Yeah. and the sirens still work and everything. So you can come
Just
to your
doors,
house
just
and
doors,
the kids will
just
be all excited. Mom, call that dude back to fix the door. They'll be breaking doors left and right.
I just saw on Pinterest, you can take a big front door, the old style oak doors,
Yeah.
and you turn it into a kitchen table. That was pretty sweet. You put a piece of glass over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome looking.
That's fun.
Yeah. Don't forget to call and ask for Paul. He's got over 25 years in.
Don't forget to call and ask for Paul.
And ask for Paul. Paul's navigating his way through heavy equipment and industrial
My name's
sales.
Paul, and that's between y'all.
He's got an BS in engineering from Bradley University. He's worked for multiple national sales and Fortune 500 companies. He is the local owner. Paul's our guy at Just Doors QC. Anyway, we're talking about the MLB format and how we can recklessly speculate the most.
Did they give a number you can call, Jake?
I did. I already said it. It was.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah, you're too busy,
Making fun of you?
I guess so.
We'll say the number again.
309-657-8541. And I tell you what.
Just Doors.
If that insurance says it's okay for my roof and siding, but they don't give me a new garage door, I'm calling Just Doors.
Do it. Call Paul. He knows it all.
Been dealing with this nonsense. Call Paul. He knows it all. Yeah. All right, the MLB. Looking at that, what did I leave you with? Okay, so,
All right, so we were trying to figure out American League wild cards.
Yeah, before we went to break, what the MLB is trying to propose is that they have you play within your division, but you also play your inter league games against the division that is your rival division. AL versus NL, AL East versus NL East only, AL Central versus NL Central only, AL West versus NL West only. And then there'd be 3 division winners, 4 other teams would make the playoffs. And now we don't know the format from there, so it'd be 4 wild cards. I gave you the National League, and you're fine with what I gave you.
Yeah, but I thought Boston, the White Sox, Cleveland, Houston for wild card. Nope. Okay.
Not Boston. Cross them off.
For
White
sure.
Yeah.
You guys are going too fast for me.
The White Sox, I do think. I mean, if we've been saying for 2 years 2020 is on the map for the White Sox, and we have to agree with it. So the White Sox are 1.
Okay.
It was and then what else did you say? I'm sorry.
Well, then who do you got else out of the East then? Toronto?
You said the
It
Rays.
doesn't have to be someone out of there.
Didn't you
I say
Tampa
Cleveland.
I think Tampa Bay is out. I think it's going to go Houston will be a wild card.
I got Houston.
The Angels will be a wild card.
Okay. In Cleveland?
And Cleveland will be a wild card. Nothing coming out of the East.
That's fine. I can live with that. The Angels are a question mark.
Mm-hmm. But so are the Rays.
Yeah.
So, again, we don't know what's going to happen. I just don't. Everybody that was out there just saying, that hey, baseball's back. Mm-hmm. It's not really back. The Players Association, they're going to want real definitive answers of how they're going to take care of their players. And I agree. I know. I agree with you. You don't want to play, don't play.
F up a wet dream.
Then don't play. But they're going to want to have all these but what if situations. Anticipate the problem is what they're going to come up with. And what about all those other people? I mean, like we said, there will be no beat journalists. They're like whoever's the writer for the Star Tribune up in Minneapolis is not going to be traveling with the Twins to get quotes from Ron Gardenhire when they played at Detroit. He's going to have to rely on the sports information director of all those places. And that sports information director, you're going to have press conferences. They're going to have to zoom in press conferences afterwards.
Yeah, it's going to be so weird. And they can't go down on the field to talk to the players. They can't. They
They'll
can't
be able to go to talk to
They
the
can't
players.
have more than one commentator at a time in the box.
This would be the last that you see. This will be the last you see writers in the clubhouse afterwards. Players are going to say, "I like that too much." They're going to say, "These three guys are coming from the team. They'll be at the table afterwards. You guys can ask questions there."
I don't like it.
Well, I'm just
I don't
telling you.
like it, Jay.
I understand, but that's what they're going to do. They're going to say players are going to go, "This has been great. No one's got a camera in front of my face as I'm trying to change."
Oh, some of them like the camera in their face.
And they'll say like, "Yeah, I'll be available afterwards for everything."
They gonna do like home interviews after games, locker room interviews from like a set. Like they're gonna do like build a little pod.
Maybe.
Ugh, gross. Disappointed.
Did you happen to see that Major League Baseball? Not Major League Baseball. Was it Stanford that did a study and about the coronavirus?
Which one?
Well, let me give you the numbers here, and I know people are gonna. I know it's very possible that I upset people when I read off the numbers.
You got to quit worrying about upsetting people.
I'm not upset. It just the usual. Where is it? So they did a study, and they took from Major League Baseball, and they tested for coronavirus. And the numbers I will get to you, but it came out that 0.7% of the people had the virus, and a highly majority were, asymptomatic. But what the doctor did say was he was really surprised, or the person who did the study, because he thought it was going to be higher.
Mm-hmm.
So when the numbers came out, he wasn't too, I wouldn't say too upset, but he wasn't like, man, I got all right. So they tested 5,754 MLB employees.
Wait, I want to do the math.
You don't need to. I can give it to you.
Okay, say the number again, please.
5,754 MLB employees tested for the presence of COVID antibodies, meaning they had it at some point. Only 60 of them had it.
Oh my gosh!
It was 0.7%.
Okay, that can't be right.
Well, it is. It's really low.
No, that's really low, but there should be a 0 in front of that 7.
Okay, maybe there is. Maybe
Let me see. 5,754 times.
Well, maybe it's a 0.7% now. So, and the doctor did say, the person who ran the study was like, I was really surprised. He thought it was going to be much higher. So, I don't know. Is it not coming out right? The number?
No.
It's not coming out right.
0.07?
60 divided by 5,754.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1%.
No, it's 0.01. It's less than 1%. It's less than 1/10 of 1%.
You take it and you got to move that back to get to your percent.
But not when you divide, when you're doing a stat like that.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, here, look. We
This
all
is
know,
fun.
look it. We all know that 8 divided by 10
Yeah.
is 80%. So you got to move that. See, it goes
Okay,
to 0.8.
yeah.
So you got to move it back.
See, that's not 1%. 60 is not 1% of 5754. So that
It's almost 1%.
Okay, let's see.
It's 1%.
It's 1%.
Okay.
Had it.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, they had the antibodies, yeah.
Had the
Which means,
antibodies.
So what they were saying is that the person who did the studies, and I believe it was Stanford that did it.
Well, in the United States, it's less than 1% of people passing away from it. And yet, here we are.
Yeah. Here we are. But All right, I'm going to pull up the article just to see, just so I can quote this right for you. Because yesterday I think I wanted to talk about it, but I completely forgot about it. All right. Get this thing to load up here. Incredible radio we're doing right now.
So, would you guys want to hear a knock-knock joke?
Yeah. Who's there?
No, Lyric told me this joke. I got to tell you.
What is it?
Do you guys know that cemeteries are the coolest place?
Here it is. Sorry. After adjusting to reflect testing accuracy, that's when it comes down to 0.7. 0.7, yeah. The goal of the study was to determine the extent of coronavirus pandemic in large metropolitan areas. It's a joint effort on the part of Stanford University, the University of Southern California, and Sports Medicine Research.
So 3 out of 10 tests are absolute. They're not accurate.
Correct, though.
Wow. That's 30% failure rate right there, fellas.
Jay, what is a kitty cat's favorite color? This is a Hazel joke. She told me.
What's a kitty cat's favorite color? What?
Purple.
That's a good joke.
Why are cemeteries the hottest place to be?
I don't know.
Everyone's dying to get in.
That's my grandpa. Why are there fences around every cemetery? Because everyone's dying to get in. Yeah, that's a good one. All right.
What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
Ground beef, yeah.
I love having kids.
What do you call a dog with steel balls and no hind legs?
Troy.
Sparky.
Ooh.
All right. Good job, everybody.
Jason said, "You want to hear my pizza joke?" He goes, "Nah, it's too cheesy."
It's too cheesy.
That's a good
It's
one,
Dad
too.
Joke Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
Is it?
I don't know what day
I think it is. I think it's Tuesday. Does it really matter? I mean, does it? Does it matter?
God, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I really do.
Have a little faith in
Gotten a
me.
little stir crazy today, Jay. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm losing it.
Going a little nuts. I need a little bombs time today.
Well, I said at the beginning of the hour, you guys
Need a
can go
little
to
lunacy.
ESPN.
Bombs. Come on, give it to me.
Oh, we can.
Okay.
ESPN
Do you want to go
1170
shopping
AM.
with Cheeto bags on our faces later?
Let's do it.
You can look at the schedule releases for some of them.
I want my Cheetos bag
Who do you want to look at first?
For my pleasure.
For my pleasure.
Just recklessly speculate. Who do you want to look at first as a team
What
for
are you
their
talking
for
about?
their schedule? The NFL 2020.
Well, look at the Bears.
The
All right,
Chiefs.
perfect. We'll get to that.
We'll do Chiefs next. Bears first.
8-8 last year. The Chicago Bears were.
All right. I'm gonna do. All right. Chicago.
They
I got wins and losses. Go.
okay. They open up the season at Detroit.
Loss.
Then they host in week 2 against the Giants.
Okay.
Win.
That's a toughie.
Then they go on the road to Atlanta.
Lose.
Loss.
Week 4, they host the Colts.
Lose.
Loss.
Then on Thursday Night Football, at home, Tom Brady comes into town.
Loss. It's the quickest loss ever.
Then they've got a bye,
No, they don't lose that one.
and they have the Carolina They're at Carolina. Sorry, they go to Carolina.
Ooh.
They might win that one.
It's on the road. Coming off a bye, I'm going to give them a win.
Mm-hmm.
Then on what does that look like? Monday Night Football. Yes, they host the Rams.
Win.
Win.
I take that back. There wasn't a bye week 5. Goes Thursday to Sunday. But it doesn't matter, right? They're at Carolina. Does it matter to you?
I'm
No,
still
it
going to
doesn't
give them
look
a
like
win.
it.
I'll give them the win anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
You get a W.
Then
Quit screwing it up, all right?
yeah, I'm. You're right.
Jeez.
Come on, Foster.
Can't even believe it.
Bye should say bye. All right? Pretty easy to read the schedule.
It just skips it. I have to read the dates.
Bye means 2.
Well, just
All right. Anyway,
Look
then
at
they
the whole
host. Then they
schedule.
host the Saints.
Loss.
Total loss.
Afternoon game too. Nice. Then they go on the road to Tennessee.
Early bird special.
Loss.
Host the Vikings on Monday night.
Loss.
Then for sure it's a bye week.
Okay.
And then they go on the road to Green Bay.
Loss.
That's going to be a Sunday night game.
I don't care. It's a loss, Jay.
Host the Detroit Lions after that.
Win.
Host the Texans after that.
Win. I'm giving them a win.
At home, Soldier Field.
I give them a win.
On the road at Minnesota.
Loss.
On the road again.
At Jacksonville.
Win. Ooh, wait, no. Who did they just get? Didn't the Jaguars
I'll give them a win.
Nick Foles goes against his old team.
Yep.
On the road. And then last game of the season, they host the Green Bay Packers.
Lose.
6-10.
That's pretty good.
60%.
That's pretty good.
That's
6
a
and
high
10.
F.
No, 6 and 10 is pretty good. A pretty good guess, I would say.
For a team that didn't address a lot in the draft, I mean that's the issue. We just don't know what we're getting. And if they got Nick Foles, what happens with Foles? That's your wild card.
Mm-hmm.
I mean there were some losses I gave quickly that could go the other way, but I mean that game at Carolina could be tough too. So
The Panthers.
all right, let's go Chiefs.
Yay.
The Bears have never beaten Tom Brady.
No.
Doesn't shock me.
No. Okay.
Does it shock
All right. You said you wanted to do Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
For a little bomb diggity.
Well, bomb eggs.
All right. Let's pull it up here.
Loss.
Nice.
So mean to me.
Well, now we're back to the new normal. They have the Thursday night game.
Okay.
They host the Houston Texans.
Win.
They go on the road after that at San Diego.
Win.
Okay.
Then
I'm distracted.
everybody's going to be super excited for this. It'll be Monday night.
Huh?
Chiefs at Baltimore.
Win.
Loss.
Win.
It's gonna be a loss. Right? At Baltimore, kid. It's tough to win on the road. The NFL.
It's not tough to win on the road when you've got who you got.
The
You got
next
Mahomes,
week,
baby.
they host the Patriots.
That's a win.
Yeah, without Brady.
Then the Raiders come into town.
Win.
That's a win.
On a short week, they have a Thursday night game. They will be at Buffalo.
Win.
Ooh.
It depends on Buffalo's schedule.
Win.
I'm gonna give them a loss there. Buffalo's gonna be improved. It's gonna be a tough game. Done.
Okay. I'm giving them a win.
Okay.
I'll give them a loss when I think they're going to lose, but I don't think they're going to lose yet. So
They had 4 losses last year. Won the Super Bowl.
I know.
Relax.
I know.
You're gonna be fine.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Don't get so mad.
They
Then they
won me a
resume
lot of money last year.
Sunday games.
Okay.
And they go to Denver.
I still say
Back-to-back
that-
road
I
games.
say that's a win still.
Yeah.
Denver.
Okay.
Denver. I gotta wait and see. They're wait and see right now.
Then they host the New York Jets.
That's a win.
Win.
And the Chiefs host the Panthers the next week.
That's a
Win.
win.
Then they go to Las Vegas.
That's a win.
Then they travel to Tampa Bay.
Loss.
Yeah, that might be a loss.
Be a fun game.
I hate saying that. It makes my stomach hurt.
Fun game to watch.
Then they host the Broncos. Primetime
Win.
game.
That's a win.
They go to Miami.
Miami.
Then they're at the Saints.
That might be a loss. I'm going to go win.
I'm gonna go win there. I'm not gonna be as high in the Saints this year.
Then they host the Falcons.
That's
Win.
definitely a win.
Ugh,
Falcons are terrible.
I hate Falcons.
And they close out the season hosting the Chargers.
That's a win. 13-3.
13-3 for the Chiefs.
Yes,
Get
sir.
out of here.
You don't think so?
Yes, it's going to happen. You know why? They're going to win their second Super Bowl.
Listen, I gave them
In a
every
row.
loss that you should have given them.
Yeah.
Jason wanted me to say something to you
They
guys.
could
What's that?
Slip up.
Maddie pulled a B as her final grade in her chemistry class. She had the last
Oh,
laugh.
okay. Awesome. She had
Hey.
what?
She had the last laugh, he said.
Yeah, good. That's good to hear.
It's a good thing that she takes after Mrs. Anderson.
Yeah,
when it
don't-
comes to the brains department.
Sorry, Jason.
Online
All right,
teachers
let's
giving kids
do-
test taking anxiety, you jerks.
Let's
Bunch
do
of
the
Barbs
Green
and
Bay.
Jerry's
All
out
right,
there.
yeah,
Total
Let's
Barbs
do
and
the Green Bay
Jerry's.
Packers for our boy Easy E.
Okay. Well, I know they start with Minnesota, and it's at Minnesota.
That's a loss. Sorry.
Okay.
They didn't do anything to address their draft needs either.
They went 13-3 last year, right?
Yeah, they only needed things. Minnesota's going to win the division this year, I think.
Ooh.
Then
That's a bold
they
statement.
open the season. They open their home season schedule against the Detroit Lions
They win that.
at New Orleans. Primetime game, Sunday night game of the week.
Like I said, I'm not high in New Orleans. I'll give Green Bay the victory.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Then they host the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be Monday Night Football. Then they go to Tampa Bay.
Loss.
I love how much you guys love Tampa Bay. All right. Then they go to Houston.
Win.
I feel it's a trap game, but I'm going to give them a win.
It's a win.
Could be a trap game because the next week they play host to the Vikings, who beat them in the first week that you buy your thing.
Yeah, I think they win. I think they win at home against the Vikings. That's a tough game.
Then they travel to the place where they lost the NFC Championship game, San Francisco.
Loss.
Thursday night game of the week. I need to look at the Thursday night schedule.
That's going to be a
That
big
sounds
loss.
good.
That's a big loss.
Thursday night might be the new Monday night.
That's going to be a shutout right there.
Then they host Jacksonville.
Win.
Go to Indianapolis.
Lose.
I'm going to say loss.
God, we're right. We're in tune. Everything, we're just,
Then they have the Bears Sunday night at Chicago, Sunday night game of the week. What you had the Bears? What you had the Bears doing?
I had them winning that.
They're going to win.
The Bears win or losing?
I had the Bears losing.
Okay.
So,
Packers are going to win.
Yeah, Packers will win.
Then they host Philadelphia.
Loss.
Yeah, the Bears are not beating Green Bay at home at night.
No,
All right,
they're
going to lose.
They're going to beat Philly at home.
Okay.
You think they're going to win that one?
Yeah. At Detroit.
No, I think that's a loss. I said lose.
I'm going to say win.
Ooh.
Still not
It's a
high
bold
ending.
strategy, Cat, and let's see if it pays off for you.
Okay.
They host Carolina.
Win.
That should be a win.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, that time is to be determined. I don't know why. Then they have the Sunday night game of the week versus the Titans. They host the Titans.
Win. Yeah, Packers win. They're at home.
No, Titans.
No, really? Okay. I'm gonna say
Titans go into Green Bay, and then they close out the season at Chicago.
Win.
Okay.
11-5. It's a good team.
I like it.
Well,
I like it.
11-5, maybe 12-4. That Titans game could go either way, but so could that New Orleans game too. So
Let's do Minnesota.
okay.
Let's see if they're truly going to win the division.
Come on, T-Roy.
All right. You had week 1 at home against the Packers. You gave Minnesota the win there, right?
Yeah. They
Okay.
host the Packers. They win that at home.
Then they travel to Indianapolis. The Vikings do.
I'm going to give them that win.
Then they're at home against the Titans.
Whoa. Lows.
I give them the win.
Wow. You're very generous with those wins.
I think the Vikings are going to be improved this year.
What do you want us to just to keep doing Jacksonville teams?
Win.
Well, we will go through all this when they let us know that they're for sure going to play these games. What was the last one? Titans, right?
Yep.
At Houston.
Win.
At Seattle.
Loss.
Sunday night game of the week at Seattle.
Loss.
Then they host the Falcons.
Win.
Then they go on the road to the Packers.
Lose.
We had them losing that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're off of a bye, though, Vikings are.
It's okay. They win.
Okay. They host the Lions after that.
Win.
At Chicago.
Win.
That will be a Monday night game. Host the Cowboys.
Oh.
Because you know that's coming up after the break. We got to do Cowboys and Buccaneers.
What are you thinking there, Big Papa?
I think I have that down as one of Dallas's losses. So I'm gonna give them the win there.
I'm going to give them the loss just because I want to go against that. Root for your team.
Thank you, honey.
Welcome.
Host Carolina.
Win.
Host Jacksonville.
Win.
3 straight home games.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Then they travel to Tampa Bay.
Lose.
Loss.
Host the Bears.
Win.
At New Orleans on Christmas Day.
Ooh,
Well, they've already proven they can beat them. They're going to do it again. I say
All
they
right.
win.
I say lose.
They can.
That's Christmas Day in New Orleans.
I don't
Come on.
care. They beat New Orleans.
Finish the season at Detroit.
Win.
What do you got for a total?
13-3.
There's where you have it. 13-3. They win the North. We got to take a break.
12-4 if you give them the loss to Dallas for my girl bombs.
We got to take a break. We got to look
right.
at Tampa Bay. We got to look at the Cowboys. We got to look at the Patriots and any other teams out there that people want us to take a look at because it's fun to recklessly speculate.
Van's Pizza More, everybody during the COVID times has the best specials around with a $5 burger basket, $7 double cheeseburger basket, $5 personal pizza, $7 for any personal specialty pizza, $9 for any medium, and $12 for any large. They are now open from 11 to 9 daily with delivery all day long during the COVID crisis. And that delivery covers all of Bettendorf and LeClaire.
Love it.
Just call 563-232-1396, and that pizza will be hot and ready or delivered, as we said. That's Van's Pizza and More, 5023 Competition Drive in Bettendorf.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
We will get our momentum back. Our business is back, our smiles back, ourselves back. Because that's what this community does. At First Midwest Bank, we want to thank our colleagues for doing everything they can to help our clients and our communities get through this. Because we are all in this together. And together, we will get our momentum back. First Midwest Bank. Visit firstmidwest.com. Member FDIC.
See. Very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Did you see what happened with Kyle Rudolph? Because it reminded me of you for all of the wrong reasons. Kyle Rudolph went to Twitter and pointed out that a media member had asked him for his gloves that he cheated to win the game against the Saints with. And he said, sure, for charity, of course. I'll even sign them for you since it's for charity. And then he gave it to the media member, then saw it being sold on eBay for $375 plus $6 of shipping, and just pointed out that that was wrong. And not only is it wrong, it's fireable.
Listen, I have since apologized. I mean...
You apologize? You've been leaving messages on Kyle Rudolph's machine?
Yes, Rudy.
Charity's the name of my wife.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Have you ever wanted to learn a new language like French, Spanish, or Russian, but thought it would be too difficult and time-consuming? Then go to Babbel.com and try it for free. Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you everyday practical conversations that you will actually use. In 15 minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel uses a modern conversation-based technique that makes language engaging, fun, and memorable. It starts by teaching you words and phrases. Then, sentences gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations about real-life topics. Babbel is created by language experts who use the spaced repetition method to help you learn quickly and remember what you learned. With Babbel, you can speak a new language. Babbel. Language for life. Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.com or download the Babbel app and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Stugatz, did you read any of the Ramona Shelbourne reporting on how the documentary got made? Because there were some interesting and funny details in that story. Did you see it?
No, Dan, I tried to. Now, listen, this is making an excuse because I don't like to read, but I tried to go into this thing with as little information as possible, okay?
That's what I tried to do. That's your life motto in general.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you do everything. That's how you do the show.
Yeah.
Put it on the poll, Guillermo. Should it say on Stugatz's tombstone, I tried to go into this thing with as little information as possible?
I found that adorable that you tried to position that as some sort of new thing that you were trying out this time around.
Yeah, it's just it is the chromosome that you have that afflicts you with laziness. There is no vaccine for that.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
A hailstorm is never good news for your home, especially your roof. Recent ping pong to golf ball sized hail hit the Quad Cities. This type of hail can cause catastrophic damage to your home's exterior. Even new roofs can be affected. Don't wait. Call All Major Restoration today. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, All Major will walk you you through the entire process, from filing an insurance claim through construction. Call the experts at All Major Restoration for your free storm damage inspection. 563-322-0060. Se habla español.
The Will Kane Show.
Pippen may have been one of the best players in NBA history, but he played under one of the worst contracts in sports memory. Scottie Pippen was Michael Jordan's wingman. He was his Robin. Pippen is underappreciated. Michael Jordan said, every time my name comes up, Scottie Pippen's should come up. Pippen signed an extension with the Chicago Bulls. He signed a 7-year deal that essentially paid him a little over $2 million a year. 7-year, $18 million deal. And it became one of the worst contracts in the NBA. Pippen was the 122nd highest paid player in the league, the 6th highest paid player on the Bulls, and it ate at Scottie. It bothered him.
The Will Kane Show, 2 till 5 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM. From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB, Davenport.
All right, everybody, we're back. Going through the NFL schedule right now, making some bold predictions. And you're listening to Don't Hassle Us a Local on AM 1170.
First, let me tell you about Tri-City Equipment, locally owned and operated in the Quad Cities since 1934. Things that you're looking for, maybe for the kitchen that you have or a bar that you're building. Go ahead and take a look at their kitchen cookware, their kitchen utensils, tableware, china, glassware, and flatware. The equipment, your kitchen equipment, all sales are guaranteed, including 30 days labor and 90-day parts. If you're looking to cater an event when this is all over, or maybe just some specific items for you, the home chef, or that bar that you built, check out Tri-City Equipment online at tricityequipment.com or stop down to 527 West 4th Street in Davenport and check out their newly remodeled 2,400 square foot showroom with over 1,600 items in stock. Tri-City does deliver to Quad City residents, and they will match any online price. Give them a call today at 563-322-5382 for any questions you may need. When you want to add things to that, their showroom hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Again, it's located at 527 West 4th Street. Locally owned and operated, we pointed that out, and that's important to us here at Don't Hassle Us for Local, and we've been using them at Pine since 2008. And eventually keep them in mind for things when you're going to have graduation parties. If they're ever going to allow weddings again, anything that you're going to have catered, keep Tri-City Equipment in mind. All right, so we've looked at the Bears schedule, we looked at the Vikings schedule, we looked at the Chiefs schedule, we looked at the Packers schedule. I want to look at a couple more schedules, then I want to compare Thursday Night Football to Monday Night Football schedule to see which one stacks up. The tail of the tape, which one is going to have the better of the two. But we'll get to that. Let's take a look at your Cowboys, T-Roy, their schedule. Because like I said, this came out, we knew ahead of time what the schedule was going to be, who was going to play, but we didn't know the times, who was going to be the Sunday Night Football, the Monday Night Football, who was going to be where, all that fun stuff. And you can see like some of the schedule releases. Go to ESPN1170am.com. I wrote a little thing up about it. You can see the good things that they did in their social media department. And like I said, some of the themes were mainly like, what you're doing staying at home if you're scrolling through things. The Eagles had him going, the mascot just scrolling through his iPad. They did a thing. The Broncos did a Full House theme. But so everyone that was coming up was doing, it was their own players videotaping themselves doing things around the house. And then San Francisco 49ers did a Westworld theme, which is pretty nice. And the Ravens, I thought the Ravens had the best one, but the Jaguars one was pretty good too. It was like all these cats doing crazy stuff. But the the Ravens was a game show thing. All right, the Dallas Cowboys.
That's what we're doing next?
That's what we're doing next. I just mentioned it while you're on the phone.
Okay. Go.
Sunday night game of the week. Prime time. Go figure.
Yep.
At Los Angeles.
Win. You talking about Rams?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Then their home opener is against the Falcons.
Victory.
Then they travel to Seattle, afternoon game.
Victory.
Host the Browns.
Victory.
Host the Giants.
Victory.
Monday Night Football. Host the Arizona Cardinals.
Victory.
You're not biased at all.
Not at all.
No.
Then they travel to Washington.
Victory.
Victorious.
Then they have they're going to Philadelphia.
Victory. Oh, see.
They always
Looks like Sunday night game of the week at Philadelphia.
if they win that though and go 8-0, watch out.
Party time, 6 to midnight.
Yep. T-Roy's gonna be so happy that day.
Then they host the Steelers.
Ooh, victory.
Bye week.
They won't lose.
Game. This is kind of, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Oh, I mean,
Well, I can't make the schedule, so tell me.
no,
what it
it's at I mean, they host Washington, but I just kind of feel like Cowboys versus Indians. Like that's just not right on Thanksgiving.
Whatever.
Someone will have a problem with it. Maybe I'll be that person. I have no idea. Anyway, so, then they travel to Baltimore.
Ooh, I would give them a loss there.
And that is going to be, I'm trying to figure out exactly, but that's going to be 17. Is that another Thursday game? Thursday night game, Baltimore. You said at Baltimore's a loss?
Yeah, that's a tough game.
Okay. Then they're back to Sunday games at Cincinnati.
Victory.
Host the 49ers Sunday night game of the week.
Victory.
Host the Eagles.
Victory.
Finish out the season at New York.
Victory.
13-3.
With possible losing that 49er game. Possible. I'll take 12-4 all day.
You might need to look up also tomorrow the over-unders. Make sure you'll keep that around. Take a look at those. And we'll see what. All right. Let's go to
Tampa Bay.
You guys' favorite.
Yes!
I think Bomber's got a crush on him too. A lot of times I heard Tampa Brady, and there are a lot of wins. So we got to keep that in mind, what you guys said.
Yep.
Oh, don't worry. We got it in mind.
No. Hey, dirty.
Baby, I got your money. Won't you worry?
I said, hey.
You give me a number. I'll call you up.
You act like that.
I don't interrupt. I don't have no problem with you.
But I got a little problem with you not me.
Baby, you know I'm going to tear you because you did got my baby and you know it ain't true.
Hey.
T-Roy. Baby, I got your money. Don't you?
You
Okay,
done?
Go ahead. Yeah, I guess.
7-9 last year, Tampa Bay.
It's okay.
Opens up
You
the
had to
season on the
grind it.
road.
Tommy.
Welcome to the NFC South. You're going to New Orleans.
Win.
Then they host the Carolina Panthers.
Win.
Who early lead in the NFC South already.
That's a
Just look at
win.
that.
That's a
Dude,
win.
I haven't been more excited for a team that I'm not a fan of.
I know,
in
right?
my entire life. I mean,
At the Broncos.
Win.
Host the Chargers.
Win.
That's a win. Chargers are not West Coast, East Coast. That's not happening.
West Coast to Gulf Coast.
At Chicago.
Win.
That's that Thursday night game.
Yep.
Then they host the Packers.
Win.
Jeez, come on. Sunday night game of the week at Las Vegas.
Win.
At the Giants.
Win.
That's going to be a Monday night game.
It's going to be a Monday night win.
Back-to-back primetime games. Well, back-to-back primetimes game because then they go to the Sunday night game of the week, host the Saints.
Win.
At Carolina.
Win.
Host the Los Angeles Rams.
Win.
That's another primetime game as well. It's going to be a Monday night game of the week.
It's primetime win.
Host the Chiefs.
Lose.
What did you give them?
No, we gave Chiefs that loss. I gave the Chiefs that
I take
loss.
it back. They're going to lose. Sorry,
win.
Mahomes, baby God. I forgot.
They host the Chiefs. Win.
Yeah, they'll probably win.
Then they host the Vikings.
Win.
Win. We had that down as a Vikings loss.
That's a win.
This is insane.
Are they 13-0 right now?
This is insane.
Keep going.
I think it's gonna
Falcons
be
at Atlanta.
Win.
It's gonna be the
At
Buccaneers.
Detroit.
Win.
Host the Falcons.
Win.
16-0, baby.
Get out of here.
I think
That
it's
is
gonna
insane.
It's gonna be the Buccaneers and the Chiefs in the next Super Bowl.
Dude, what if?
Tell me.
What, dude?
Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me that this isn't the. If he goes 16-0 and then goes on and wins the Super Bowl,
I'm done.
It does what they couldn't do for Belichick. Does that not prove he's the GOAT?
Yeah.
Of all GOATs?
That would prove it.
This puts him beyond Michael Jordan's stratosphere, dude. This way. Oh my God, Jordan is my favorite of all time.
It couldn't have him to.
It's down the GOAT. We know of all GOATs of any GOAT, Jordan's
Yes.
a GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
If Brady does that, Jay,
He's the
does
NFL GOAT.
that not put him neck and neck with Mike? Him and Mike just right there.
Yes.
Because Mike never lost a championship. Brady did lose a championship.
Mhm.
But this would be Brady saying, yeah, I lost some. But also, I went 16-0 and won the Super Bowl to be the only other team to ever do it.
It'll put them neck and neck. The NFL GOAT and the NBA GOAT. God. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm
Should
suspect
we
of.
get our Tampa Bay shirts?
Should we?
I'm
let's-
suspect
You
of
know what? Let's
Tampa
one better and
Bay's
get Tampa
defense.
Bay tattoos.
What? I don't want a tattoo. I don't have one.
Oh, I have a lot.
I know. I noticed.
I'll put anything on there. I don't care. My body is a canvas.
Why are you so mad?
I just think that's crazy to sit
It
there and
is
say
crazy,
that.
but
Yeah.
is it? Is it?
I guess it's fun.
Think
to
of all
do.
the weapons they have. What are they? Don't see.
Oh God, wouldn't this just stick it to the man though? Like this would be a. You would almost just stand. You just.
This gives the whole new meaning to a crafty.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing.
It does do that.
And I don't even like him, but I would.
Don't
I would
either.
like to see this happen for him, just because we've all been in a position where we didn't like our boss.
You know what it makes me mad is like this is the situation where like maybe Dallas would have a chance to go to the Super Bowl, but no,
Not anymore.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sure. I mean, I should
Tommy
hate him
boy.
for it,
I know.
but I don't.
I think it's going to be the Chiefs and the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Chiefs definitely have a chance of getting back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Defense.
Who's the biggest challenge of the Chiefs to get back?
The
Is it
defense
Baltimore?
only gave up less than 20 points three
Tough.
times all year.
Jay,
What?
apples and oranges. Their quarterback threw 33 interceptions last year.
Okay, that's a fair point.
33 interceptions. Brady hasn't thrown 33 interceptions in the
whole
last 3
career, yeah.
decades.
Mhm.
Yeah, his whole career. Add up his
Whole career.
interceptions his whole career.
It'll be
Like,
like-
I don't know if he has
It'll
33.
be like
He's
13.
gotta have 33.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, what if he only has... I'll bet he doesn't have more than 28.
I don't think he has more than 20.
Come on.
Let's see.
Let's see where you at. What do you
Put
got?
money where your mouth is.
Tom Brady, career stats. How many interceptions?
How many interceptions in his
Mhm.
career?
Total career. If
That
it's
can't be
19.
true.
What is it?
What is it, Jay?
I'm trying to look. Hold on. Now they sent me something. It's.
All of a sudden now his computer...
Oh, yeah. No, it's, look.
It said 19, so he turned it off.
Yep. We know what's going on.
Yeah, whatever.
You'll fade, Jay. You'll fade.
Oh.
Oh, now it's back.
You bamboozled us, Jay Foster.
So he's thrown 179 interceptions.
No.
No.
No, not buying it.
Yeah, he has.
No, not buying it.
No way. I'm doing this myself.
I can't take you through every. I mean, we have to add up 20 years. But he threw 12, 14, 12, 14, 14, 12, 8, 13, 4, 12, 8, 11, 9, 7, 2, 8, 11, 8. 179 to 541
Oh, my
touchdowns.
God.
He averages 1.8 a game.
He's right.
Yeah, he is right.
No, it's not per game. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But yeah.
All right. Let's just do this. Let's go over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Favre has thrown the most interceptions.
We know that. Yeah.
George Bland does next.
I mean,
You want to start at 2010 to 2010?
he's got
4,
19,
16, 24,
29. It took him
35.
all the it took him from 2015 to throw 32.
Yeah.
Okay, just so you know.
I'm not disagreeing with it, but I think it's crazy to say he's going to go
16 and 0.
yeah, 16 and 0.
I don't know.
I know, but
he's got the power behind him. He's got the potential to do it, and I think we all kind of want to see this happen as a big foo to the former.
Well, we got to look at the counterpart then. We got to look at the Patriots. And then we'll take a break and we'll discuss Monday night versus Thursday night, tail of the tape. Who's got the best lineup this year?
Okay, Pats.
The Pats, week 1.
Okay.
They host the Dolphins.
Loss.
Wait, who are we talking about?
The Patriots.
Play the Dolphins?
Yeah, at home.
I'm going to say Patriots win. That one.
Say Dolphins.
Okay.
Dolphins are stacked.
Not as stacked as me.
Certainly not.
Then they have the Sunday night game of the week. They're at Seattle.
Loss.
Yeah.
Host the Raiders.
Win.
At Kansas City.
Lose.
Host the Broncos.
Lose.
49ers.
Lose.
Loss, wherever. It doesn't care where it's at.
It's off of a bye week.
Don't care.
They lose.
At Buffalo.
Maybe a
Loss.
win.
Monday night game of the week, the Jets. At the Jets.
Win.
Host the Ravens.
Loss.
Sunday night game of the week.
Oh, no.
At the host Arizona Cardinals.
Win.
At San Diego. Los Angeles Chargers. Sorry, I'm gonna do that. I've got like probably 2 more years of me doing that. By then they'll move back to San Diego. Check this out. Okay, you said win at LA.
Mm-hmm.
If they're smart, they stay in LA because they got the Rams again.
Ooh.
4 days later on Thursday Night Football.
Win.
Yep.
At Miami after that.
Loss.
And they go 3 back to back. They got to go West Coast to East Coast back home. But at least they have 10 days in between those 2 games. At home versus the Bills.
Win.
Give them a win.
Monday night game of the week. Monday night game. And then finish the season at home against the Jets.
Win.
What do you got, man?
Win.
9-7.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I said 8-8.
9-7.
I said 8-8.
12-4 last year. Buffalo was 10-6. All right, Buffalo should be improved. All
Jay,
right.
read one of your ads.
I did.
Do you have any?
Well,
You throw one my way, guys. Tom Phonics worked for me.
We already did ours.
You did?
I haven't done Locals Love Us.
Do Locals Love Us, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Good call.
All right, I'm going to make a call.
Hey, Quad Cities. Stop going to your favorite social media sites asking for suggestions of where to get your oil changed, who does the best tattoo, or the best place to go for lunch in the Quad Cities. Pick up your Locals Love Us guide, QCA edition. It is easy to navigate, has a table of contents to help you find whatever you are looking for, or go to their website at localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse favorites. It is so easy to use, and they even rank the most popular places for you. Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Rachel Alger with St. Ambrose University, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
A heart in my tasty Honey Nut Cheerios? Cereal, you trying to tell me you love me?
Actually, it's reminding you that it can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Wait! They can help lower cholesterol? I've been so focused on the sweet, tasty taste that I completely forgot. Now I'm in love.
Learn more about making Honey Nut Cheerios part of your heart-healthy lifestyle by picking up a box at your local grocery store.
Escúchame, it is Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
There's a great prank that Zach Lowe reported about Michael Carter Williams. The Sixers arrived at the allegedly haunted Pfister Hotel in Milwaukee. Carter Williams arranged with hotel staff to enter the room of each rookie before they could. He removed a vent, he inserted a walkie-talkie, and he sealed the vent shut. Carter Williams, in his room on the other end of the walkie-talkie, whispered menacing threats and nursery rhymes. And he watched the rookies react through baby monitors that he had concealed around the room. Put it on the poll, Guillermo, at Le Batard Show, please. Scarier to hear in your haunted hotel. Menacing threats whispered or nursery rhymes?
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
You're right on par in your M&M golf car.
M&M Golf Cars, your authorized club car dealer, invites you to check out the new Onward by Club Car. Onward's new all accessories personalize nearly every detail to fit your lifestyle. Customize yours at mmgolfcars.com. 0% financing for 48 months through the end of June. M&M Golf Cars, Bettendorf.
In your M&M golf car, M&M golf cars.
Sheedy Family Chiropractic is your choice for chiropractic care in the Quad Cities. Chronic problems, joint pain, or recent injury, don't let pain slow you down. Sheedy Family Chiropractic in Davenport can help decrease your pain and improve range of motion, keeping your busy life moving. Same-day appointments available most days for new patients and $20 sports physicals. Call today or visit SheedyChiro.com. That's SHEEDY Chiro.com. Sheedy Family Chiropractic, getting you back to work, play, and life.
Golick and Wingo.
I'm done with all you coaches talking about how you don't like the transfer portal. You can all stick it as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's getting ridiculous about how you can do what you want, and that's cool. Again, I'm fine with that, but I absolutely think that a player should have one freebie move, and I'm done with you coaches and talking about that. You know, and players being able to have a little bit of movement on their side.
Coaches need to be a lot smarter on how they
a lot quieter,
that.
You know?
Golick and Wingo, mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
We will get our momentum back. Our businesses back, our smiles back, ourselves back. Because that's what this community does. At First Midwest Bank, we want to thank our colleagues for doing everything they can to help our clients and our communities get through this. Because we are all in this together. And together, we will get our momentum back. First Midwest Bank. Visit firstmidwest.com. Member FDIC.
There is no off-season. The latest on every sport possible is always heard right here. The Quad City Sports Leader is ESPN 1170 AM. From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KPOB, Davenport.
Hey, we're all back. Solving the NFL's problems one team at a time. Jaybird, T-Roy, and the Bombs.
Hey, any problems?
I don't know.
Oh, we've all got problems, Jay.
They got a commissioner problem. Got 99 problems and a commission ain't one. But, all right, so let's take a look at the Monday night schedule and the Thursday night schedule. Do a tail of the tape. Just by first glance, though, maybe Monday night came back strong this week. I don't know.
This year, you mean?
This year. Thanks.
Is that your favorite day to watch football, Monday, or is it Sunday?
No, it's no longer Monday. Monday used to be.
Sunday.
Sunday's my favorite.
I beat this drum down over and over again. Monday night should all be doubleheaders. It'd make it a must-see. But the thing that happened, Bombers, there was back in the day, there wasn't like the DirecTV NFL package.
Yeah.
There was just two games at noon, one in the afternoon. You had your Sunday night game of the week.
Yep.
And then you could still go out on Monday. But then with every place carrying the games in fantasy football, people spend all day on Sunday watching it, and it's hard to justify going out again on Monday night to you once you get older to your significant other.
Yeah.
So,
well, you just stay at home. I had the NFL package, and it wasn't cheap, but they prorate it too, so you can pay 1 month at a time, which was nice. Because it's like $450 or something like that, so you could do an extra $100 a month or whatever, and then you cancel it after the season's over, and that's what I always did. But you just stay home, you have friends over, you grill out, you drink all day. Good times.
Yeah, the red zone is where it's at on Dish. That guy's my favorite. All right, week 1. I don't really care that much, but it does have.
All right, so I'm gonna write down Monday night.
Yeah.
And Thursday.
Okay, so
and we're gonna see who has the best schedule.
Yeah.
All right.
Thursday night is traditionally
so week 1.
Yes, traditionally the reigning Super Bowl champion hosts someone, except for last year because they were kicking off NFL 100. So it's the Texans at Chiefs. All right, for Thursday night, but the doubleheaders on Monday night.
Okay.
Steelers at Giants, Titans at Broncos.
Monday night gets it.
Monday night gets it just for the doubleheader factor alone. Deal. Agreed. Better matchup on Thursday night. Just because it's Chiefs. That doesn't make it a better matchup.
I'd watch it Thursday.
Week 2.
Wait, are we still on lockdown or?
No.
That
We're
takes
just going to pretend.
Yeah, we're going to wishful thinking. Week 2.
Okay.
Thursday night football. Boy, Thursday night football. Bengals at Browns.
Okay.
No thanks.
Week 2, Monday night football. Saints at Raiders.
Yes. I'm doing that one.
If you had to pick.
Wow. They're both pretty crappy.
Mm-hmm.
Saints at Raiders not very crappy. They're at Las Vegas. You get to see it in prime time the first time. It'll be their first prime time game in Las Vegas.
I'll give it to Monday night that time.
But then you also get to see prime time
right.
Joe Burrow and
yeah.
Hey, that's a good one too. But I mean, really think about that. Monday night one's better because it takes New Orleans, it takes Las Vegas. You just got Ohio. Monday night wins.
It doesn't matter. Right.
Yeah, it does matter. I don't care who wins Ohio.
I already said Monday night.
Your
Your argument, I'm already agreeing.
You got, hey, ladies.
Yeah. Week 3, Thursday night.
Okay.
Miami Dolphins at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Week 3, they say Monday night or Thursday night?
You said Thursday night.
Thursday, good. Because week 3, it's Monday night wins. Chiefs at Ravens.
Ooh, we're doing that one.
That's good all day.
That's a great game.
Look at Monday night to an early 3-0 lead. Week 4, Broncos at Jets.
Okay.
Or Falcons at Packers.
Falcons and Packers.
Yep. Week 5, Buccaneers at Bears. Chargers at Saints.
Buccaneers at Bears.
Buccaneers, Bears, Thursday wins.
Thursday's on the board. Week 6, Kansas City Chiefs at the Buffalo Bills. Or Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys.
Chiefs.
Thursday it is. I agree. These two possibly could be leading their division at the time.
Yep.
Put the lotion on his skin.
Get the hose.
Week 7. Thursday night, NFC East Titans, the New York Giants take on the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Chicago Bears at LA, the Rams.
Eagles.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Yep.
That Bears-Rams going to be a dud.
And it's going to be a shutout.
Those two teams are going to be so crappy by that point.
The Bears are going to lose, though. No.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thursday night, Atlanta Falcons at Carolina Panthers.
Hate them both.
Monday night, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New York Giants.
Tampa Bay Giants.
That's a tough one, Jay.
Tom Brady versus the next Tom Brady, Danny Dimes.
That's not a tough one at all.
Not even close.
Don't give me those mean looks when I
Call
say
him
when I say such funny
Dimebag.
things.
Dimebag Tommy.
I like Thursday better.
No.
Yeah.
Who voluntarily
Falcons have more.
watches the
Falcons and the Carolina Panthers are going to be fighting for a divisional
Yeah,
rival.
it's a divisional win. He's right.
Okay.
He's
I
right.
didn't know that little ditty.
All right, week 9. On a short week, the New York Giants, well, it won't be, they travel to San Francisco to take on the 49ers, or the Patriots at the Jets.
49ers.
49ers. Is that
But
Thursday?
that goes against our whole thing because the Patriots and Jets are divisional rivals, but yes, the 49ers are more fun to watch.
Yeah, I want to watch a
and
fun
the
game.
Patriots Jets both stink.
Can we watch one game and then
We're back
just
to the Patriots of the 70s, and the
record
Jets
the
have
other
always
one?
sucked. Yeah, Thursday wins again.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Thursday comes marching back.
Yeah, Thursday comes marching back.
It's college night.
5 straight wins.
It's college night.
Bombs. Who wants a picture of my feet?
Week 10.
$20.
Week 10. Colts at the Titans versus Vikings at Bears. Both divisional rivals.
Oh, man.
Colts at Titans. You've got Phillip and his 9 kids taking on Tennessee. Who knows what they're going to look like if they're going to look that dominant. Versus the Vikings at Chicago.
I'm going to go with Chicago.
I'm going the other way.
Yeah?
I'm going Monday night. There's just nothing better. Soldier Field at night over that. I mean,
I can think of a lot of things that are better.
Five,
We'll just go with that.
Week 11, NFC West matchup. Cardinals at Seattle for Thursday night versus the LA Rams at Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That one.
Brady.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Night. Yep.
NFC East, you want to see the air raid versus Russell, the love muscle?
Ew, don't ever say that again.
You say two of you guys. I'll take 2 out of 3.
Why do they call him love muscle?
They don't. We just do.
Monday nights in the league.
Obviously, week 12 they have to take a bye, but that's not. We have Thursday wins because of.
It's up 6-5 now.
I know, but Thursday, just like the doubleheader Monday got to win, Thursday gets to win Thanksgiving.
Okay, well then Thursday wins.
Versus Seahawks at Eagles.
Yeah.
Definitely. So week 12 goes to Thursday.
Okay.
They don't list a Thursday night game, but it wins, right?
Right.
Okay.
Week 13. Cowboys at Ravens. Thursday night game of the week. Versus Bills at 49ers.
Oh, wow. Cowboys, Ravens, but those are both great. Can we give a tie?
Can we go back and forth?
We can't give a tie?
I 100 times would rather see the Cowboy. I'd rather see Dak versus
All right,
Jackson
but those are still great.
than Josh Allen
Against
versus Jimmy G.
Garoppolo.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh Allen, the love wrench.
Those are still
See what I did there?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. You did that right
out the cuff.
Yeah.
You like that?
So pretty. God damn it.
All right, week 14.
Yeah.
Patriots at LA Rams. Yeah. Or Ravens at the Cleveland Browns.
The Monday night.
Yeah. We got a divisional game. And then week 15. Chargers at Ravens. Versus Steelers at Bengals.
Ugh.
Oof.
I don't want to watch either.
I go Steelers.
Oh, Steelers at Bengals because of the...
Yeah. Because the fights.
Yeah, the fights. And then there's no
Okay.
Thursday night week 16 games. So out of
Sure.
15 weeks,
You got 8-7.
8-7 Thursday night wins.
No, Monday night.
Monday night pulls it out. And they got the bonus too with the week
Monday
16
night
Bills
pulls
at
it out.
Bills
How
at
do you know
Patriots.
Monday pull out?
They pull it out. They pull out the victory.
Like Greyhound, they always pull out on time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
No, it's fun to look at the schedule and speculate, especially the NFL. And we didn't have a show on Friday, so the release came out on Thursday night. And I encourage you guys to go on Twitter, or you can just look at the 7 I posted on ESPN1170am.com for the schedule release. I don't know what the future is going to look like for the NFL. It's who knows.
Yeah.
And the same thing. I don't know if there's any while we're here. If there is any breaking news as far as it goes to with the players, which I assume MLB Players Association. I would assume they told MLB and the owners to stick it, but I haven't seen anything breaking news.
Man, isn't it just crazy the times we're living in right now? Like, do you ever just sit down and really think about it? Like, how much is up in the air and how much is not normal anymore? And don't you hate the quotes on the news and things, the new normal? No, there's nothing normal about this. It's new. It is not normal.
I guarantee that's the thing. I guarantee you they took that term from people that are writing about sports. From here on out, it's going to be the new normal.
I don't
The
like
NBA schedule is going to look like this, the new normal.
Stupid.
This will be the new normal of the league
But we're
because it's
allowing
easy to
it
just
all.
rely on. But it's not the way it works in the world.
We're allowing it.
This
to
is just us. We have to adapt as the rules adapt. They're
We
using
don't
this
have to
example.
adapt to anything.
No, I'm not talking about in society, okay?
Okay.
When it comes to the sports world, though, I mean, it's just going to be, we don't sit there and fight the Brady Tuck rule. We go, that's the way it is now. That's just the rule that it is
But
now.
we can boycott to make sure we go back to
No, people are not going to boycott
I
live
just hate
sports.
it. I'm not a fan of change, number one. And number two, I don't like any of this going on. It drives me nuts. Keeps me awake at night. I don't like it anymore. I'm over it. That is a big baby.
So,
It's a big baby.
It's a big baby.
Whose is that? You don't know?
Woj is saying that is reporting just a few minutes that the National Basketball Players Association started polling its membership Tuesday about how individuals stand on return to play this season. Sources told ESPN.
I can finish yours. Can I finish? Yeah, I got it. Not much is lost on me.
Commissioner Silver told players that no decision was needed to be made in the month of May, and that a 1 or 2 site set up for teams was among likely scenarios, possibly in Orlando or Las Vegas. According to the audio of calls reviewed by ESPN, the Union and NBA agreed on a deal that would begin with Friday's bi-monthly paychecks to withhold 25% of players' salaries in the event games are formally canceled under the league's force majeure provision in the collective bargaining agreement. So now they're asking their players, how do you feel about going back? And I know we talked about what Shaq said. He said that they should cancel the season. I just don't really want to see a canceled season. I mean, it sucks not having this.
It all sucks. Everything sucks. It's all sucky.
Well, we're supposed to be 2 hours of not suck, so we shouldn't be.
No, but I mean, like, I don't like the sport. Like, I want baseball. Like, I just miss hearing it on the TV.
Okay, that's fair because you can't really sit there and say, like, I miss the baseball. I want to go get a beer and a dog.
I just miss hearing a live game, you know, while I'm doing dishes or cooking dinner for my kids or doing, you know what I mean? Just in the background.
What do you think a home run's going to sound like?
Oh, like an orgasm.
No, it's not. The best thing you're going to get out of it is the crack of the bat, and that's it. You're going to go,
that's good enough for me.
And if you really want to go to that sense, you will get good at your hearing will get good enough that you'll say that's good wood.
Yeah, well, I know good wood.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. When you hear good wood, you hear it. But there'll be no roar. There's none of that type of thing.
There'll be a roar in my band.
I don't know, and I just don't know if I don't know what baseball is going to do here.
It's crazy, man.
Because
I can't get used to it.
I don't know how you do this. If the owners are trying to go against what was signed in March, and the MLBPA agrees to it, what's to stop them from saying, like, hey, this contract you signed before, or another lockout over it, it all worked out this way? I just think it's going to be two stubborn things. And Troy, you are right. In the last 30 years, out of all the major sports, two sides that can't get along, it is baseball.
Yeah.
The players and the owners.
I remember growing up, being a kid, and hearing my grandparents talk about all the issues with baseball. It's been there forever. Like, it's never really gone away.
Well,
there's always been something
I guess
going
the problem
on.
is
There's
like,
always been contract renegotiations. There's always been strikes. There's always been everything.
I mean, until people get over the fact that, listen, the owners are going to make more money than the players.
Well, and I have a hard time
with it. But if
with
you add, like than an individual player, yeah, the owner's going to make more than
right
the individual player.
Of course,
Off
and they
his
should.
Team. Now, if you add up all the players on one team together, do they make more than the owner?
Yeah, but I mean,
let's quit complaining about making millions of dollars to play a game. Like, let's just quit complaining about that.
Well, they're not complaining. They still want to get paid.
Well, and I understand that, but I'm talking about strikes in the past. They want to get paid more. Like, just sit down. Doctor, you make 5 times as much as a doctor who does open heart surgery. Just sit down. Shh. You see that bracelet right there? It says, stay humble and kind.
Mm-hmm.
We should give one of those to every member of the MLB.
It's across the board. It's not just the MLB.
I know.
But they have the opportunity. They're the only ones that didn't start. Everyone else was already playing. They have the opportunity to kind of set their own scale. So
yeah, but of course they're going to be the ones that complain and piss them on the most.
A bunch of
between
Sallies.
the two of them. I'm not siding with either one right now. I get the players don't want to have a salary cap, but I'm sorry, but
they should. There should be salary caps on all these professional athletes.
Yeah, every other sport has a salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be.
They've been fighting for it for years.
They negotiate it. They let it go up. Yeah,
fighting for it for
Kyle.
25 years.
I'll have that looked
all
at
right.
too.
Want to thank you guys for coming in. Want to thank everyone for tuning in to ESPN1170am.com. Listen, Don't Ask Us for Local. Also for watching and leaving comments on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We got some guests either in studio or call in tomorrow and more.
Yay.
Take care there, Quad Cities. Stay safe and sanitized.
I got
Enjoy yourselves.